Hey everyone, Meidan here. Welcome to the channel. So this is not just another custom mod. This is the very first Meshberg. My wife and I designed every part of it. After years of modding and one-off builds, we finally said, let's make something that is 100% ours. And this is it. Have you ever dreamed of designing your own watch? What would it look like? Drop it in the comments. So now we need to shorten the stem because it's too long. So let's do that. This little piece, we can get rid of that extra piece. We don't need that anymore. And our stem edge is a little smushed. So we need to smooth it out a little. Otherwise, we won't be able to get it into the crown. So I'm using the Dremel because it makes my life easy. And it looks so much better, right? Nice and smooth, and it gets into the crown with no problems. This one is powered by a Miura 9015, reliable, slim, and we modded the date to sit at 6 o'clock. That symmetry? Yeah, that was on purpose. That hole is where the stem goes. Let's get it in there. And it clicks. Perfect. I absolutely love this movement. This style, we call it champagne mist. Soft gold tone, circular pattern. It really catches the light. And hey, this is just one of 5. We've got Arctic Sky, Twilight Pink, Pistachio Dream, and Black Eclipse. Every dial's got its own mood. It's just beautiful. These are the 2 legs at the back of the dial. And this is how we attach the dial to the movement. But before we can attach the dial to the movement, we have to unscrew those 2 little screws. One on each side. So let's do the first one. You can see we have a little bump over there. This is where the leg will get in. And the other side. There you go. Now we'll be able to get the dial's leg in there with no problem. This is the movement holder, and we're placing the movement into the movement holder. Now let's place the dial onto the movement. Perfect. Once the dial is in its place, we need to secure it by tightening the screws again. The other side as well. And perfect. What do you think about this dial? Which one would you choose out of the 5? Let me know in the comment section. Now, before we start installing the hands, we need to make sure the date wheel flips. There you go. This is the hand press tool. And this will help us installing our hands. We match the hands and the markers in rose gold. I think it's elegant. It adds warmth without shouting. So let's place the hour hand at 12 o'clock. I'm making sure it is aligned with the 12 o'clock marker. And gently pressing it down and pushing forward. One more touch. Looks very good. I want to make sure it doesn't touch any marker. Let's take it for a little spin all the way to 6 o'clock. Now I'm moving on to the minute hand, and I'm placing the minute hand at 12 o'clock. I'm making sure it is aligned with the hour hand. Let me fix it. Looks good. Now I'm going to press it down and push it forward. One more touch. Good. Let's make sure that both hands are not touching each other from any angle. And also I want to make sure that the minute hand is on its wheel. Now I'm positioning the minute hand on top of the hour hand, and I'm making sure that we have gaps between them. Now let's make sure the hands are touching base at 12 and that the date wheel flips. And the date will flip 1 minute early, which is really good. The hands are aligned perfectly. Now I'm going to use the Rodico to grab the seconds hand, and that's the most difficult hand to install. I need to gently push it on this little pin. One more push. Let's check for pulse. Looks very good. And we have pulse. Great. Now I'm going to position all the hands one on top of the other, and I want to make sure that the hands are not touching each other and that we have perfect gaps between each hand throughout the entire length of the hand. And as you can see, we have perfect gaps. The hands are not touching each other and the gaps are identical. It looks really, really good. Let's clean up the dial a little bit. And look at that. It's just beautiful from every angle. I think it's my favorite dial. What do you think about this one? Let me know. We wanted something sleek and wearable, so we made it 37mm in diameter. The thickness is just under 10mm, which is thin and nice. It hugs the wrist without vanishing on it, and that profile was key. No clunkiness, just flow. And look at that beautiful case. Perfect combination of polished and brushed, transparent back, sapphire crystal on the front, and look at that combination of brushed and polish. I just love that. Let's open up the case. And in that case we have the movement holder, and on the case back cover we have the rubber gasket. So let's take them out. Now I want to make sure that the case is clean from the inside. For me, that's the most important thing. When I look at a watch and I find a piece of dust, it ruins the whole thing for me. Look at it, it's just beautiful, clean. And that's exactly how you want it. Now let's clean up the back cover as well. I need to click on that little knob in order to get the stem out of the way. Clean up the dial again. Let's place the watch in the movement holder. I'm making sure that the stem holes are aligned. Very important. And let's case the watch. Slowly until it clicks. You never want to push it too hard because you do not want to damage the dial. Perfect. Let's flip it. And we can see that the stem hole is aligned. And that's exactly how we like it. Let's get this crown in there. Nice. It's a screw down crown, obviously. We want to make sure that we have no gaps between the crown and the case. Making sure we have no dust again. Now let's lubricate the rubber gasket. This will expand the lifespan of the gasket and it will help seal the watch for dust and water. Let's put it back in place. Perfect. You want to make sure it's in its place. Oh, there you go. Let's close the watch. And I will use a rubber ball to tighten the back cover. The reason I'm using the rubber ball is because I don't want to scratch the case. Give it one more push. You can see our Meshberg logo is etched on the crown. We wrap it up with a beautiful leather strap that completes the look. Wow, look at that watch. What do you think? That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next build.